today's video, I want to go over some of the hits and misses on the curriculum I chose for her 24-25 school year. If you are new here, my name is Tashina and I am a homeschooling mama of 3 girls. I have a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and we are currently going on our 7th year of homeschooling. Our homeschool year is not quite over, so there are some things that she is still going to be wrapping up, but I still want to go through those anyway for you. And I'm going to start with her handwriting, and it's through the Good and the Beautiful. We have used them for several years and it seems to go really well. So I just have these sheets printed off for her in a little folder like this so that she can grab one each day and get this completed. So you can see she doesn't have very many left of those. So this is a win. Next up is reading. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you would know that she is dyslexic. So we have gone through lots of different companies trying to find that right fit for her on how to read, and the one that I love and now just stick with solely is All About Reading. She is on their last level of reading, which is level 4. They do have more spelling levels, but level 4 is the last one as far as phonics learning. She is probably maybe about 20 more lessons in this, and since this is the last one, I really just want to make sure that she's got all those different phonogram sounds down. We've got all of those rules locked in. She's doing really well, but I am in no rush to finish this. However, she will probably finish this in our current school year, but this is a company that I love so much because it has taught her how to read and read without tears. So there's no more crying all day, every day because she has to read. She will actually go and get books and read now. So that is a huge perk and mama win. To go along with that is spelling. So All About Spelling, it's through the company All About Learning, but they have the All About Reading and All About Spelling. So she is still working on this one as well. She'll probably finish this level, which is level 2. I want to say it goes up to level 7. I'll have to double check that. But it was not recommended for her to start spelling just yet, which is why she's only on the level 2 currently, because she has dyslexia. They really wanted her to get certain skills down before we started incorporating spelling. So we are working through level 2, and I will continue through all of the levels. As far as math goes, we ended up switching to this Math with Confidence. We have done the Good and the Beautiful in the past, and it was fine until it wasn't. She really just wanted to be handed a worksheet and just get it done. And in my opinion too, I just felt like there was a lot of fluff in the Good and the Beautiful. Same with our language arts, because we did that program as well, and it just did not work for multiple reasons. But the Good and the Beautiful, I just don't think is set up great for learning the letters, the sounds, all the phonograms, all the things that come with it. I feel like there are so many other better companies that hit the mark on that than the Good and the Beautiful. However, I don't want to talk bad about the Good and the Beautiful because my oldest high schooler daughter does really well with the Good and the Beautiful, so we still do purchase from that company. But as far as math goes, she really just wanted the worksheet. Like, what do I need to do? Teach me how to do it, and I'll do it and get it done. And that's what this is. This is a very large teacher's manual. The kids book, they separate it into part A, part B. We are currently on part B right now, and I took a pause because in the 3rd grade they are teaching multiplication and then it moves into division. So Part A was multiplication. Part B is introducing division. And I wanted to make sure that we had her multiplication facts down before I started trying to teach her division. So I actually went on a hunt, and we actually have 2 resources that we already had. Good and the Beautiful musical multiplication. We tried that, didn't really feel like it was working. We've had times tells that worked really well for my older daughter, and it did work for her. But then when I came upon this in research, I decided I would go ahead and get it, and that was multiplication facts that stick, and these are by the same author. She does an amazing job at breaking everything down, especially in like the teacher portion, and so that you know exactly what to explain, say to your child. There is no guessing on what she's trying to relay to you, so that you can relay that to your child. It is very clear. It works really, really well. She is almost done with this book, and we actually just started division, picked back up with this because I felt like she had enough of the multiplication facts down to where I could go ahead and resume. But I never want to continue to push my child into the next thing, even though I feel like they are not ready, because they build upon one another. And if she doesn't have her multiplication facts, division is going to be that much harder. So I thought it was really beneficial to her to just take a little break and get this started, and I'm so glad I did. These are just really inexpensive resources to use, and they're so great. Some other resources that I picked up for her was this really cute little poppet. They all love poppets, and this one has all the multiplication facts on it, so this has been a really cute resource. One of the other things that go along with the Math with Confidence are just a deck of cards. She uses just a plain deck of cards, and you do play a game in the beginning with that, but it's just one game, and then you move on to a worksheet. So that has worked really well for her. Science, we did not do as much of that this year as I would have liked, but we are using the Good and the Beautiful, and we have the space one, and I have several more unit studies that I'm going to be incorporating more into the next year, but I would call that a win as well. We do like the Good and the Beautiful science. The last subject I have with her is history. Now this is the second time I have used this company, Generations, and they are so good. I mean, wow, they are incredibly awesome. They talk about a lot of missionaries who are going to other countries, and just the work that they are doing. Talks about how to pray for certain countries specifically. I mean, this company does an amazing job. I really love that, and their artwork is gorgeous. The other thing that came with that was the student workbook. I will say the only maybe miss, I wouldn't even call this a miss because it's not really the company itself, it's more the dyslexia for her, is I was having her do the workbook, and then I just had her stop because I started realizing she was getting more frustrated because of all of the handwork or handwriting she was doing. So instead of having her finish the workbook pages, we just read the book. I just did this as a read aloud to her, and then we just did more of like a Q&A. So instead of her having to write down all the things or feeling like she just had so much to accomplish that day, I would do this. We would sit on the couch and I would read to her and we would discuss. One really cool thing about this was we do read a lot of then and now missionary books, and so some of those do tie in with these, and it's really nice to maybe get like maybe a little bit different of information than what we read in the book. Or one instance, we were in the middle of reading one and this gave away how the ending of the book was going to happen. So we were like, oh man. But anyway, it's just really good, really great quality if you are considering something for a biblical study to incorporate history into your homeschool. So in my book, all of these were a win. All of the books that I showed you that we are currently using, those are all a win. Some things are going to be changing for the next year though, so you'll want to stay tuned for that if you're interested in curriculum videos. I'm going to go ahead and do another video just like this for my kindergartner, and not all of hers were a win. If you love homeschooling videos, content, stay-at-home mama content, homeschooling encouragement, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.